YouTube. This is Religious Fanboy here again. We're gonna talk about Batman Under the Red Hood. I really like the interesting moral and how complex it is, and how it kind of talks about slippery slopes, and the characters are good, the voice acting was good. We're mainly just going to talk about the moral just because it's really complex and I have a lot of things to talk about. So I'm going to go ahead and say I recommend it. I very much recommend this movie. There is a little bit of blood and language, but besides that, it's good though. It's really good. Um, some people, what Batman says why he doesn't kill. Some people shrug that off, but I can say, okay, this is very easy thing to give in to our human temptations and our sinful nature. And when you do, and when you find it to be justified, like how Red Hood was trying to justify murdering the Joker, and how Batman said I wouldn't stop and stuff, is because when you try so hard and so much to justify a sin you've made, it can easily become a habit and something that you soon never never think twice about doing, just because you stop calling it a sin. And if it is truly sinful, then it can lead to you being stuck in sin without you realizing it, until someone has to go out of their way and initiate conflict with you to tell you that it's not right. Which this is also why fellowship and discipleship and having people that you trust and know that they love you and have best interest for your life at all times, just having a group of people like that you feel that way about them and they feel about you, that you guys can hold each other accountable so you don't have those issues. Which I also think this is why mob mentalities is so dangerous. Because if you're around people that are too much like you and have some of the same dangerous views as you, then not only will you not feel need to improve, they could also use peer pressure to make it worse. So, I just thought that was really interesting. And I just really like the analogy that made of Red Hood kind of being a criminal, and that's who he was trying to kill at the same time. I just think that was kind of I know that was kind of a side thing, but I thought that made it really interesting. And I think that's something that we don't think about too much. And I'm guilty of having this mentality before. Of I don't have it very much anymore. But I used to. And I know some people think that oh, I have sinned, but at least I haven't done that sin over there. And I just thought it was a really interesting video, and I like just the conversation that it allowed, just brought up. And with that being said, may God be with you, and see you next time. Bye.